Привітики! Hello. It's been a while since I filmed because last time I filmed my mic cut out and then I got like really upset about it because like there was like 25, 30 minutes that were just cut silent. So, oops. But I don't know if I'm gonna like stitch the other video into this one or just have them as separate videos. But hey, hello. My name's Mithril, and welcome back to my little chat. Um, I last time I showed you my patchwork sweater and leg warmers and the socks I was working on. Well, I finished the socks, and I'll try to put some pictures here. Hopefully, I'm able to edit that so you can see how they look finished. Excuse me. But yeah, those socks were for my husband, and so I actually finished them just in time for him to take them with him up north for work. So he's able to stay nice and cozy with those, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, I started another project just before he left. So I actually I have a lot of the yarn left over from uh, the leg warmers. So like, let me just grab those. Okay, so I have a lot of this left. I actually had a full one, but I dug into it for this next project that I started. But this is the colors. It is Karen Skinny Cakes in the colorway Spumoni. See if I can. Spumoni right there. And it's a weight 3 acrylic. I like it. And so, like, if you don't remember, this is what, ooh, there's a string. This is what the leggings look like. So, I had a whole one and then 2 little balls, cakes, whatever. But I finished the back panel of the sweater I'm making. So here is the back panel, and it's not blocked, so it doesn't have any shape to it yet. But this is the neckline, and I joined another ball here. I just picked whatever. Like, I was trying to color match, but it was really hard. So anyway, I just joined another ball here and then bound off and then worked both sides at once for a couple rows. And then, yeah. So this is actually the wrong side. This, you can see the garter or the reverse stockinette, the pearls. But this is the front. Where's the camera? Over here. So this is just an eyelet lace stitch with some rows of knitting in between. I like it. It's going to be cropped. Like, this is the back, but the shoulders go to here. So here's my waist, here's my hips. So it's not quite hip length, but it is waist length, at least by the time I block it. But yeah, so I started working on the ribbing. So this is a, I think it was Purl 2 Knit 1 ribbing. This is the right side. This is the wrong side. And I just started the eyelet rose. So yeah, I thought maybe we could do a knit and chat. Oh, I totally forgot. Um, Last video, I mentioned how I was doing, get my hair just like out of the mic. Um, you're still on, right? Yeah. Excuse me. I mentioned how my poetry group was doing a Christmas get together. And so my gift was very well received, and I'm glad with who ended up with it. I mean, I would have been glad regardless, because I like everybody. But the person that I like the most, other than my friend Eleanor, uh, got my gifts, which was very nice. And then the gift that I got, I'm also very happy with. So I'll show you here. I got this chapter's journal, Indigo Journal. That's the company name, because I can tell from here it's the Indigo, but it has this nice pen holder that seals the book shut. It's like a nice leather, and it's shiny here, got shiny pages, and then you open it up, and it's just lined with thick spacing, which is nice because I write really large. Um, it's just easier for me. I think I've always written a little bit large anyway, probably because I'm dyslexic. But yeah, I got this journal with a nice little pencil. And then I also got this other, hold on, let me put this in here. Oh, that's why it's like in the pages. Okay. Ta-da. I also got so part of the prompt for what to bring for a gift was something that you really enjoy, and I got this well-loved murder mystery book called the Thursday Night Murder Club, the Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And I've actually heard really good things about this book. Um, I guess there's other books as well called The Man Who Died Twice and The Bullet That Missed. And so the synopsis says, uh, in a peaceful retirement village, four unlikely friends meet weekly in a jigsaw room to discuss unsolved crimes together. They call themselves the Thursday Murder Club. When a local developer is found dead with a mysterious photograph left next to the body, the friends suddenly find themselves in the middle of their first live case. They might be senior citizens, but they are cleverer than most. As the bodies begin to pile up, can our unorthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? So I think this was turned into a movie, if I'm not mistaken. I vaguely remember something similar to this, if it's not this, being a movie. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited to read it, and I'm really excited about the journal cuz like I love journals so bad. I actually collect them a little bit. So like here's my knitting journal. It's also like a nice pleather with strawberries. I love strawberries so much. Like anything strawberry pattern, I'm like, ah, mine. you know? Um, but this is my knitting journal. So it has all my knitting project notes. And I actually, ooh, let me show you. So I made like, you might not be able to like read it because it's one, hard to read because it's an orange gel pen, but two, I don't know, my writing is just hard to read. But you can kind of see that I did writing vaguely. Um, but it's my knitting queue for 2025, 2026. And so these are like options that I want to choose from, because I honestly have downloaded so many patterns, so many knitting patterns. It's ridiculous. So I had like choice paralysis. So I went through them all. It took me like 2 days to go through them all and pick out some of my favorites and um, put them in my knitting queue. So these are just projects that I could make, and a lot of them were sweaters and socks mainly. Um, but I ended up writing out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 projects. Um, Obviously, not all of these are going to make the actual, like, become an actual project. And I'll probably find other patterns like throughout the year, but this is just ones that I wanted to take pick from for my Christmas shopping, because at first for Christmas I wanted to get a calligraphy pen set. And I still want that, but maybe I'll get that for my birthday. And then for Christmas instead, because I'm just obsessed with knitting right now, I want to go to a local yarn store, not quite as local as the one I usually go to, but a little bit further out, uh, because I discovered that they sell online across Canada. And so if I can go to the store and pick out the yarns that I like and like really get to know their selection, then I can just order online next time. So I was like, I want to go to this new yarn store. And my husband, he was like, but for Christmas, don't you want to do something different? Because that's what you always do. And I'm like, I like what I like, okay? Oops, you might not have heard that. I was like, I like what I like. But yeah, anyway. uh the projects that I chose was a colorwork sock pattern. Um I might put a screenshot of it here. Uh, it is a pattern by a Ukrainian designer who is, it's a cat pattern. And I'm hoping to download the pattern in both English and Ukrainian so that I can not only learn the knitting, but learn the Ukrainian terms. Like, I already know some Ukrainian terms, like praju, praja is yarn, and then vязати is to knit. But there's other terms that I could learn, and I think that would be really fun way to mix my two hobbies of language learning and knitting. So yeah, anyway, the little cat socks I'm planning to make for my friend. Um, I'm gonna call this person S. So my friend S, it was their birthday yesterday. But they didn't celebrate yesterday. They're probably gonna celebrate next weekend, so we'll see what happens. But I told them that I have this sock plan for them that I'm going to make them, because they have a cat named Fenty. And originally I was thinking of doing the sock in like a nice cream with black because her cat's black. But I don't know if I'm going to do that because one, black is kind of hard to work with. But two, cream and black might be kind of boring. I don't know. I know she's kind of basic, so like whatever, but I'm not. So I want something more interesting. So I was thinking like maybe like a nice dark purple or maroon color instead of black would be a nice like change of pace. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing because I don't know. I'm just in this mood for like a nice deep wine, burgundy, maroon, purpley red kind of color. So I might do that for my other project that I have planned, which is a sweater. And I'll put the screenshot here. This is actually a free download. And it is the Summer Cardigan 2023. I think it's by a Swedish designer. Don't quote me on that. I'll probably link the Ravelry patterns in the description. Oh, I should link the one to my socks as well in the description. They were a free pattern called a nice ribbed sock. But yeah, so those are the two patterns that I'm planning on making. And the problem though is doing a cardigan takes a lot of yarn. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be very expensive unless I get like some nice Boxing Day sales because I'm planning on going on Boxing Day. I know it's going to be busy, but everywhere is busy Boxing Day, so it doesn't matter. Because like my husband and I, we usually get each other Christmas gifts on Boxing Day just because it's cheaper and like we've already spent all of our holiday money for the month for the most part before that. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to get each other gifts on Boxing Day because then we don't have to worry about it. Uh, but anyway, um, I don't know what my husband wants other than he did mention the Switch too. But that's kind of expensive. So like, I don't know. We'll see how much my yarn costs because like for the summer cardigan, I need about 450 grams of one color and then 100 grams of another. And it could use 4-ply or sport weight. So we'll see. We'll see. Because like technically 100 grams of sport weight is like up to 200 meters, I believe. Whereas DK 100 grams would be like only 100 and some meters. So it should give me a lot more if I buy like the biggest amount that I can. But again, I'm looking for this nice like mulberry purpley red. So we'll see what I can get. I'm hoping to get merino wool, maybe some alpaca. Um, I'm turning into a little bit of a yarn snob with my knitting because like what I've been learning is like because knitting is structured differently than crochet, different fibers are preferable. And also with the more natural fibers, they are more likely to be heirloom items rather than acrylics. Also, acrylics have lots of microplastics and like that's not good. Um, but yeah, so I have actually quite a bit of crochet acrylic yarn. So I'm not in the market for any more acrylic, any more chunky worsted weight yarn. I'm mostly looking for sport weight like this. You'll see how thin that is. Sport weight and fingering weight, maybe some DK. But yeah, we will see. Yeah. So for my Christmas list, I said that I'm getting 3 colors, 4-ply sock yarn with 2 solid colors and 1 variegated. So I'll probably get a light color, a dark color, and then something colorful. So if I get the bulk where it's about 200 to 400 meters, then I am more likely to be able to use those yarns for multiple patterns rather than just one or two. And then the wool for my cardigan, I want DK or sport weight, and I would prefer merino. Some alpaca is fine, cashmere is fine. If it's got a bit of linen or cotton in it, whatever. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let me just see. Yeah, because the summer cardigan says you can use wool, alpaca, cotton. Excuse me. Wool, alpaca, cotton, or cotton acrylic blend. So I'm going to go for a merino, preferably with maybe a blend of alpaca or cotton. So we will see. And then for the cardigan, I need 4mm DPNs, so double pointed needles, for the sleeves. And then for the socks, I need 2.25mm circulars because I knit kind of loose, I realized. So if I use a size down, then it'll get the right gauge. But although for color work, I do have 2.5, so that would be good. But like the ribbing, I still want to use 2.25mm. So yeah, that is my knitting plans. My Christmas plans. Oh, speaking of Christmas plans, I should start knitting while I'm talking to you. Hold on, let me take a drink. Make sure my mic's still on. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm just using right now for the sweater. For the ribbing, I did 3.5mm, I believe. And then for the eyelet stitch, I'm using 4mm. Oh, I have them right here. Yes, 3.5 for the ribbing and then 4 for the eyelet. But anyway, Christmas plans. So for Christmas this year, I decided that I wanted to host a Ukrainian Christmas on Christmas because the date did change. They did officially westernize. Um, I'm going to do my own Ukrainian Christmas on Christmas for my community of people who don't have anyone else to celebrate with, or maybe they have family but they don't want to celebrate with them. So I offered to host. So far, I know one person said that they're coming, and then another person said maybe, and then another person said maybe. So we will see. If it just ends up being me, my husband, and the one other person, that's fine. That just means less food that I have to cook. Unless, well, that's not quite true because I'm going to prepare the purishki ahead of time so that I can just pop them in the oven frozen. Maybe not frozen. Maybe well, because they're already going to be cooked. I just need them warm. I don't know. But purishki does take a little bit of prep. Same with borscht. It does take some prep. So what? I need my pattern. Hold on. I don't know what row I'm on. Let's go back. I wrote down the pattern in my notebook. So just looking at it from here. Because the way the pattern's written, it's very shorthand, which is fine. It's just I get confused. So I wrote the whole thing out. And I do believe I'm on row 1, which starts on the wrong side with a purl 1, knit to last stitch, and then purl 1. So let's do that. Purl. Anyway, yeah, so I'm planning on making pyrishki, borscht, vareniki, and then my friend, I told her to bring something for food, and we'll have to figure out some desserts. I'll probably put some sausage and bacon on the side because, one, for like I do the tradition where you don't eat meat until after the first star comes out and animals eat first. So that's the rule that I do for Ukrainian Christmas. Um, and so all the meat has to be separate. Plus, my friend is vegetarian, so uh, I don't want to like contaminate everything. And then what else? For Christmas, I have a habit of going to the Dollarama and filling up a stocking full of dog toys for my dogs. And then Christmas morning, I dump them all out and they go wild. So, yeah, I'm excited for that because we can celebrate like that as well. It'll be very fun, in my opinion. Much better than going to family Christmases where nobody really wants you there. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. Because, not gonna lie, there's a lot of family drama happening in my husband's family. A little bit in mine as well, but I don't have that much family left anyway. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'll just kind of like let shit sit and go from there. But sometimes that's all you can do is just like take a step back and let things sit and see what the future holds. Can't change people, so all you can do is manage your own self and what you value and go from there. But yeah, um, what else? What else is new? Still on? Yes. I have to check because it's turned off on me so many times. But yeah, that's just kind of I really should have been knitting this whole time while I was chatting with you. But oh well. This is going to take me a while. So, I don't know. I'm not really much for like uh videoing my progress. Like I can update you, but I just started purling. Oh my god. How long have I been doing that? Okay. Backtrack. I just purled for like at least 7 stitches. And I was not supposed to purl. I was supposed to knit and then purl the last stitch. So I'm just gonna unknit this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Back to where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really much for what the fuck did I do? What happened? What? Oh, okay. I had the needle. in the bump below. So I was confused. Sometimes when you're not looking, you'll go through the wrong loop. But yeah, probably gonna finish this video pretty quickly here. It's already been like half an hour. I will check in with you at some point when I'm further along this sweater. I'm hoping that I will be close to finished by the time my husband gets back home next weekend. Not because like I have to get it done before he gets home, but like uh I have I don't know. I have a lot of things happening in the next couple weeks because of holidays. But for the most part, I'm just trying to keep busy with knitting. Like, I miss my husband so much, and I get so worried about him when he's so far north. Knit one, yarn over, knit two together, repeat. So knit one, yarn over, knit two together, yarn over, knit two together. Yeah, because he's so far north and it's so late in the year. There's so much snow and ice, and he's going through mountain roads, and they're not the best to drive in the winter. Even in the summer, they scare me because they're just a little bit sketch, but at least nobody's really around, so he can drive at his own pace and like really take it slow for turns and hills. So that's good. But I made sure that he shared his location with me, even though he doesn't have service for a lot of it, just so I can check in on where he is, because he is so far north. He went to the Yukon, which I'm in Alberta, so I am central uh, Edmonton area, Alberta, and he went to the Yukon by himself for work. So I was a bit concerned, but he's driving back now to, I think he was at either High Level or High Prairie. I can't remember. But it's a long drive from the Yukon to there still. And then it's a long drive from wherever he is going to be in Alberta to back home. So, I miss, I just started knitting. I think I'm getting too distracted with speaking and trying to like talk. Oh man, I gotta unknit all this again. Okay. Because where did I stop yarning over? Like way the frick back there. Ah! See, half the problem of doing any project is the amount that you need to rip out because you make mistakes. Like, it's inevitable that you're going to make mistakes. But okay, I think, yeah, perfect. It's inevitable that you're going to make mistakes when you're knitting. So as long as you can figure out how to undo it and restart, that's all that matters. I don't really have anything else to say, I don't think. I don't know. That's probably it for now. So thanks for hanging out with me. Still on? Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you have been somewhat entertained. Um Funny thing is I just saw last night, I think, that Danielle Smith got recalled. Or there's a recall campaign to recall her. So I hope that goes through before the government takes away people's civil rights again. But we'll see. Anyway, stay safe out there, stay warm, and try to find some happiness in knitting and crafting and community. And may you have a blessed Christmas. Bye bye.